In a moment that's rewriting diplomatic history, President Donald J. Trump arrived at the gates of Huis Bosch Palace, welcomed with regal honors by the Dutch monarchy. This wasn't just another handshake photo op. It was a first in U.S. presidential history. For the first time ever, an American president was invited to stay at the royal residence of King Willem-Alexander and Queen Máxima, a bold symbol of alliance and mutual respect between the Netherlands and the United States. As the red carpet stretched out before him and the palace guards stood in formation, Trump emerged, confident and composed. The cameras clicked relentlessly as he exchanged a firm handshake with King Willem-Alexander and greeted Queen Máxima, who turned heads in a refined, light blue ensemble subtly accented with red and white, a tribute to both nations' colors. Trump, with his signature hand-over-heart gesture, acknowledged the moment's gravity, a gesture of both patriotism and diplomacy. The scene unfolded not merely in the spirit of tradition, but in the shadow of history. While U.S. presidents have long held diplomatic meetings across Europe, none before had been hosted inside Huis ten Bosch, a 17th-century architectural marvel and a seat of Dutch royal power. As flags of the U.S. and Netherlands waved together in the spring breeze, this royal reception marked a powerful pivot in the ever-strengthening Atlantic alliance, and it couldn't have come at a more strategic time. The 2025 NATO Summit loomed just hours away, and the world was watching. President Trump entered the NATO arena with signature presence and a clear message: peace demands power. At a round table filled with global leaders, Trump took the floor to call on member nations to fulfill and exceed their defense spending commitments. In his words, "We must secure peace through strength, and the Netherlands understands that." The timing was impeccable. Just days before, the Dutch government had announced a 12% increase in military funding, a move seen by many as a direct nod to Trump's persistent calls for NATO burden sharing. From modernizing missile defense systems to reinforcing NATO's Eastern Front, Trump's role in reshaping the alliance was both tactical and visionary. But beyond the policy stage, Trump also engaged in a kind of diplomacy that few leaders master, the personal kind. In quiet moments away from the cameras, he shared conversations with Queen Máxima, an accomplished international economist. Their discussions reportedly ranged from global development to economic resilience in an era of uncertainty. That evening, the palace played host to a formal state dinner where Trump and King Willem-Alexander delved into serious topics: maritime security, AI-driven defense strategies, and the future of U.S.-EU trade. Outside the